All right, Larry Kruger here from the Pig in a Pickle Krug Show with a little 49er video. Check out Pig in a Pickle. Two locations, Emeryville and Corte Madera. They're open 7 days a week in Marin County from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. They're open Wednesday through Sunday in Emeryville. Pig in a Pickle, the best barbecue in all of Northern California. Well, one of my favorite players at the mini camp that got very little attention is the undrafted rookie running back, Ronald Awatt from UTEP. The 49ers have had a lot of success under Kyle Shanahan and under Bobby Turner at identifying late round and undrafted free agent running backs, bringing them into the fold, and then watching them emerge. And I think I've seen something that I really liked from Awatt in the minicamp. Let's talk a little bit about it. I mean, Jeff Wilson, Raheem Mostert. You think of, the different backs the Niners have had that, were undrafted. Elijah Mitchell, late round draft pick. This year they have Kalen Laburn and Ronald Awatt in their camp, going to training camp with them. And Awatt's really an interesting guy. He's from Lubbock, Texas. He's actually born in Nigeria, and his family moved to Lubbock, Texas. His full name is Ronald Francis Awatt. He's the son of Margaret Awatt. He's got two sisters. He was a multidisciplinary studies major at UTEP, two-star recruit out of high school, according to Rivals. He was not a highly recruited guy, but really played 3 seasons of varsity football, had 1,700 plus yards and 12 touchdowns in 2 seasons at Friendship High School. And he had over 1,500 all-purpose yards as a senior, led the district in rushing, was the team's leading rusher in 8 different games, saw the field 4 times as a junior. So good football player in high school. And then he goes to UTEP, and he played in 2 games in 2017, his freshman year. Then 2018 was his sophomore year. He saw action in 11 games on special teams, and then also played safety. This guy was playing safety, and they switched him to running back. 2019, his junior year, he didn't play at all. He suffered a season-ending injury during the fall camp and earned a medical redshirt deal, so didn't play in 2019. 2020 was his redshirt junior year. He saw action in 6 games, averaged 4.5 yards a carry. And then his 2021 season, he led UTEP with 844 yards rushing, 5.3 a carry, averaged about 65 yards a game, caught 11 passes for 158 total yards, played in 13 games, 9 starts, and had a big game against Southern Miss where he ran 18 times for 159 yards and a touchdown. So he also hauled in a career-long 65-yard reception and registered a career-long 74-yard run against Rice his final year, rushed for 119 yards on 9 attempts, and logged 184 yards of all-purpose yards against the Rice Owls his redshirt junior year in 2021. So interesting player for sure. When the 49ers, they've had such success with these running backs that it makes you want to take a second look at each one of them that they bring in, because that they hit on these guys quite a bit. And the thing that I like about Ronald Awatt is just the receiving ability. When you watch him catch the ball, he catches the ball really, really naturally. Talking about a guy with 4.45 speed. So he's got plenty of speed, about 215 pounds, really good athlete, tremendous balance. But you can see the ability to catch the football uh, during this. When you watch him play, he catches the football really naturally, and he plucks it with his hands. He doesn't body catch it. Um, just watching him catch the ball out of the backfield, you're talking about a pro mini camp for the first time, and you're catching the ball out of the backfield, and you're making it look relatively easy. So I like the athleticism and I like the explosiveness. Now, it's not going to be an easy team to make. I mean, the 49ers have Christian McCaffrey. They have Elijah Mitchell. They have Jordan Mason. They have Ty Davis Price, not to mention Kyle Juszczyk at fullback. And then you got undrafted guys like Jack Coletto at fullback and Kalen Laburn and now Ronald Awatt. But the thing that Awatt does that's so nice is that he can catch the football, and he's also can make you miss. He's got good quickness. He's got a good jump cut. He's got strong legs. He runs through contact. I mean, there's a lot to like here. This is a guy he plays faster than I think his time speed. He's got strong hands, good upper body. I think he's a guy that has a chance to show up in camp and really compete for a spot at running back. Now, the Niners are loaded at running back, and it's not going to be an easy competition. But Awatt catches the ball so well that, the 49ers love to throw these screen passes, swing it out in the flat to the running back. This is the kind of guy that, has enough speed to be elusive and enough size to be able to run over guys. He's physical. He's 6 feet, about 213 pounds. But he's got an ability to kind of stop and start. He's got ability to make you miss. But just the natural hands that he showed at the minicamp tell me that he's done a lot of receiving of the football out of the backfield, and he's really comfortable doing it. So, the 49ers, once again, they find these premier athletes that kind of fall between the cracks. And I don't know if it's because the kid is from Lubbock or the fact that he played at UTEP in the middle of the Southwest, and it's hardly a hotbed for football talent. But the UTEP Miners have a decent program. And, watching Awatt as a receiver in camp, he catches the ball very naturally in open space, and he'll make a guy miss. He'll give you a stiff arm. There's a lot to like. And when you watch him, you sit there going, wait a second, this guy's got a shot to to make the team. And it's going to be a tough deal to make the team for sure, because the 49ers are so loaded at running back. But you know what? Crazier things have happened. And, if you watch this guy in minicamp, you could see the talent is there. And you can never have enough quality backs. Now, does he make the roster out of camp? We're going to find out. It's going to be a really tough one. Elijah Mitchell's been hurt a lot. Obviously, McCaffrey's your number one guy. J.P. Mason is emerging as a star. Ty Davis-Price is going to be better in year 2. And as I said, Kalen Laburn is there as well from Marshall, and Laburn was a 5-star recruit coming out of Florida State. So there are other backs to be contended with here. But do not sleep on Ronald Awatt, because this guy, the way he catches the ball, the explosiveness, the balance, the ability to juke, he's got good speed at close to 215 pounds. You're talking about sub 4.5, and he's athletic. So, the 49ers have had a lot of success, finding running backs. They seem to have a great eye for it. And when I watched Awatt after the draft, I thought, wow, this guy's got some talent. And then when I saw him in the minicamp, he didn't stand out to me that much during the OTAs, but the final day of minicamp, they threw him a bunch of passes in the flat, and he's making guys miss. But it's not just that he's catching it, it's how he's catching it and how natural he looks catching the football. And it's pretty clear that he's done a lot of it. Now, you look at those numbers in college, there's not a ton of receptions. So, it's probably has to do with how he was utilized at UTEP. But the natural receiving ability is there, and you can see it. And I can't wait to see what this kid does this summer. All right, hope you enjoyed our 49er video. Make sure you check out Ronald Awatt this summer in Niner Camp. Thanks to Pig and a Pickle for being the title sponsor of The Krug Show. And thanks to all of you for supporting The Krug Show on YouTube.